Maybe? Oh yeah, there's even a symbol of it. Zoom. Oh, look at it go. Oh, look at it go. Oh. Create painting, put together. No? Can't slide them together? Oh, you can see the internal skeleton of the dragons. That's weird. That's weird that they have skeletons at all. What am I supposed to be noticing as a result of that, though? Yes, they have skeletons. Yes, those chains glow red. Oh. Didn't realize I could zoom in. Oh. Okay. That was generally unexpected. Now kiss. Gonna make the two dragons kiss. Is that in range? I think that is. Can you also bite onto it? Seems kind of out of range. Yeah. I can work with that, though. Ugh. Forceful. And if I rotate you around, you can bite this side. Oh, jeez. These require some force, don't they? Ooh. A miniature pagoda roof. Okay, I bet that that goes onto this guy, and then maybe he's gonna have the base that allows him to go over there. So, roof mode. There we go. Now that's attached. And they can't take it back. It's mine now. So we're 2/3 done at upgrading this pagoda. Which I guess we now take here? Alright. Now what's gonna happen? Where are you going? Now they unite. To what end? We can do that now. Is that what I want? Break those chains. Come on, guys, both of you. Oh, right, both of you. That means I probably have to do this. It's our favorite activity when the game's like, hey, use 2 fingers. And I'm like, ah, shit. Alright, I got this. There we go. You did have to use 2. They're big on the power of 2 fingers at once in this game. It's what gets them excited. If I expose something cool. Ooh, a bridge. Ah. Looks like height's gonna be important here. Is this the same bridge? Yep. Hope I nailed it. It's not retracting. Cool. Do I just go in now? And maybe cross that bridge? Ah, yeah. Good thing it turned around first, or I would have been a little stuck figuring out where to go next. It's trapped under the wooden latches. That's not where I'm trying to go, though. There we go. I was trying to delatchify it. Miniature pagoda roof and spire. Ooh. I think I'm ready to build it now. The scale changes are really neat in this game. The whole you're inside of a thing, inside of a thing, inside of a thing, inside of a thing is just an enjoyable, strange experience. This might be it. One final modification for the final piece of the structure when we're getting ready to leave. It's at the top of the thing that has my artifact inside it, so this might be it. Oh. Is this some kind of tower puzzle I see? It rotates. But why? Why? Some of them are lit up. That's a red light. That's a white light. Why does facing that way make you white? Is this one just always white and anything it touches glows white? Sure. Oh, it's making other ones glow that are elsewhere. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm just going to keep connecting them. I think as I connect stuff, other ones on the other side, maybe the ones that are on the opposite side or something start glowing. Nope, the windmill's turning. Is that a victory? Or is that me? That maybe that's me being done with white. Ah. I'm not sure I absorbed the premise of that one. Goodbye, Japanese garden. I don't know, it just seems fitting to say goodbye to each room after we spend a bunch of time in each one and then they get destroyed before us. This whole room's like, I'm too beautiful to die. Oh god, it's horrible. There's just nothing left. I'm betting we go to the art room now and beat it, and then the finale discards the structure of this place, and it's just the Null room, probably. Just like how the first level was without this whole bouncer all over the castle context. Japanese gallery complete. Travelers are easy prey, seduced by the mysteries of the new world. The seal is nearly broken, but is my journey ending, or am I but one more naive traveler? Yes. The answer is yes. Traditionally, things don't go great for the protagonists of these games. Or, so far it's been one protagonist until now. I'm not even entirely sure, but I'm relatively convinced that we're playing as somebody that's not the first 3 games character. Oh. It's the thing we saw out the window. A stained glass panel. 2 blue on the left, 2 white on the right. Oh, they're also different shapes. Top left, bottom right. Top left, bottom right on the blues. On the studs, I mean. Okay. So right outside this window, there's a spot I can take that to. Evidently. That. Is that the window? Is it facing the wrong way? It is. That's where you go. Unless the tower's gonna rotate on its own. Or do I need to? Ah. That's a cute detail. You have to make it face the correct direction for this painting thing to work. Looking familiar. Did I do it right? I think I did. Oh. Ah, that painting has looks more like it makes sense now that there's a figure in it originally. Oh, the diary's here too. Principles and fundamental of perspective? Dodd and Smethers. This might be her last diary. As she fled with this, locked something up with this key. Oh, hidden in the wardrobe over here, apparently. The air hits me like a wall of ice. I prop myself against it and drive my legs forward. My eyes are fixed on the garden gate, my shoulder turned hard against my home, my husband, my life. I know if I look back now, my strength will abandon me. Each step comes easier than the last. I feel the madness retreat like a dispelling dream, sense the dark creature at its heart. You may take my husband, but you will not take me. I pause with my hand on the cold iron. All within the house is darkness now. I imagine that this is like internal monologue of some kind, and not swan motif, like her first diary journal had diary entry. I imagine none of this is actually written because as is often the case for video games, these diary entries make zero sense to be just lying around anywhere. I imagine they're just thoughts that are somehow showing up as diary entries magically for me in this nether space that doesn't make sense. Was she there? Or was he just ransacking this room and just destroying everything or knocking all over? It seemed to just be him with a weird artistic choice of like a strange streak showing up. Goodbye. The final room. Seems it's time. So is the premise of this that we're essentially going back in time to see when the artifact was originally found that caused all the things in this game to happen? Oh. Art studio complete. I have plucked every limb from this beast. Now only the heart remains. Now keys. Half of a family crest. Have I seen a family crest on this thing? Or do I take that in with me? I think it's time to say farewell to this thing. I think every loose end has been covered. And pretty much every room has been burned, and everything I observed on the outside world as being a loose end for later seems to have been used at some point or other. Time for nasty. You can make it vibrate. Okay. Okay, that's a fun trick. The attic is where I started. It's where I found the model of the house in the first place. And here I am again. Weird. Is everything outside just a... Is there... Am I in reality, or where am I at this point? Like... Oh, there's a note. Abigail, if you are hidden, reveal yourself. Perhaps together there is still hope. Never again will I threaten you. I feel better now. I can see clearer. The house is not itself. I'm leaving a trail of notes, but they amount to little help. Occasionally I stumble on a note I swear I have yet to write. If you see me, tell me to stop and rest. You were always the one who made me rest. Edward. Where do I take the family crest? Oh, there's Abigail down there. Oh. It's probably where you go. The room is available down there. Hello? So they're both here. I wonder if these are endings. No, they're isolated from me. No? Oh, I can access them myself. Alright, well that's a little annoying. Alright, I think we need to set this up. H. Save. What? I guess she doesn't move, does she? So that was a moot point. Crest doesn't fit there as far as I can tell. Let's see, maybe I can solve something here. You just go through the portal? Oh, he went through the portal down to where she is. Uh-oh. Did he kill her? Okay. Things are getting a little weirder. Abigail, would you like to leave? Abigail seems to be standing still. Oh. Abigail, doors open to brick walls, stairs lead nowhere. The house shifts and coils. I have searched this labyrinth for days. Always, I am led back here, as though there is still something I am to learn from these walls. You were right. You were always right. If you find a way out, do not hesitate to take it. Do not wait for me. Do not look back. I am forever yours. Edward. They got themselves in trouble. Oh, he's in the kitchen. What the hell? So that's where she is. So that must be where Edward is, and I can take him through the portal and then... That's the kitchen. So now we're choosing where the portals go, with the apparent goal being to take them to Abigail. And then what? I guess she's disappearing over and over again? It's some hint of where she once was, and it keeps following her trail. And we'll see if they can follow it out. Okay, it's not really the attic anymore. Now it's just Roof Jr. The books, they are filled with our thoughts. The entire library. Month upon month of our lives. I have witnessed my own madness firsthand. The ramblings run for pages. I see now how terrible it must have been. I have read a book about me reading the book I am reading. A strange sensation. I know that you are no longer here. I have read your escape. Thank God you are safe. My remaining hope is that one day you will return to find and read my apologies. I will keep writing for you as long as I am trapped in this hell. I am sorry, Abigail. I am sorry. You done goofed, buddy. There he is. And there she is. But where is he actually? Oh, we have access to every room. And he ended up here. So let's change the portal and try somewhere else now. That's the Curiosities room. We'll see if I have to develop a strategy or not. Because I'm kind of aimlessly wandering and that might not work. My current strategy is find where he is, change the portal, send him forward. And see if he ultimately ends up somewhere good. Ah. Was she in that room? How is she right there? Oh? It was his body. That's the takeaway, isn't it? I can search no longer. There is no point. I am a rat in a cage, but only now do I finally see the bars. You saw it, Abigail. You saw through it from the start. Felt it worm its way through the house, our marriage, our lives. The dollhouse. You fed at the dollhouse. Quite brilliant. It is you the circle should have engaged, not I. Fly free, beautiful Abigail. I am sorry, my dear. I am sorrow. Yours, Edward. Can I combine these from here? No. I must have to combine them somewhere else. He did not last. So the thing was taking over the house, so she gave it its own separate house to attack, I suppose? I don't recommend touching that, but you're probably going to. And... Gadoosh. The Null. It's a crystal? Have we seen the Null before? I think it's been mentioned plenty. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, now, okay, my brain. My poor brain. So it kept layering deeper and deeper into these fake houses. Is that a special containment chamber? I sure hope it is. What in the world? Get it in there. That is a crazy suitcase. Uh-oh. Is this a prequel to The Witness? So they seem to have recreated the symbol we saw on the top of the building. That was the shape it all forms, that whatever the 9 things were, and they seem to be collecting the individual cut pieces of the Null over and over again, all together. Also, it makes me so strangely happy to see live action in these games. It's just so funny to me. I'm like, yeah, look at it go. Look at all those costumes. Oh, neat. I cannot see that ending walkway, though, without just seeing it being a giant witness puzzle in the middle of the screen. Game complete. Congratulations, you've completed the room Old Sins. You navigated the labyrinthine halls of the Waldegrave Manor and overcame the trials within, escaping with the Null sample intact. My employers have the soul they desired. Dr. Lockwood's frustrated ambition made him perfect prey, but Mrs. Lockwood is another matter. It seems it was the fate of all involved to underestimate her resolve. Even my employers cannot trace her. One who can evade the circle is one who must be found. Collector Report, 21st of November, 1908. Interesting. So now they're expanding in a way that is more explicitly setting up, like, an actual narrative in a way that hasn't, like, there's been hints and hints over time at a narrative, but I think it's getting way more explicit now as the games go on. Reminds me a lot of actually the Cube Escape and Rusty Lake games, which I've also covered on this channel, where it's a whole bunch of different separate games, and as they go on, suddenly you start getting closer and closer to having like more of a concrete narrative instead of random. If I were to take a guess, I would say that Mrs. Lockwood is probably the protagonist of the next game, which they'll probably make, but I don't really know. Anyway, guys, this has been The Room Old Sins, the fourth Room game. If you want to check out the other ones, I've played all of them on this channel, and then there's also The House of Da Vinci, which is awfully similar. Thanks for watching like always, and I'll see you next time.